Hello, welcome to the Night Radio and Television Station, and I'm Cao Trí. Here comes the local news. The shortage of containers and increased logistic costs are affecting the competitiveness of enterprises. The Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry (VCCI) has sent a petition to the Ministry of Planning and Investment to set up a working group to remove difficulties. Domestic logistics costs account for too high a proportion of product costs. Therefore, VCCI proposed the establishment of a special working group of the Prime Minister on the logistic infrastructure in order to review the reality and propose for Prime Minister to decide and propose to the competent authorities for decision on specific measure to solve logistic infrastructure problems, to coordinate with ministry and localities in implementing specific measures decided by the competent authorities, promoting the quick resolution of problems in the implementation process. The priority scope of this working group should focus on logistics infrastructure for import and export activities, especially agricultural products, southern key economic region. After nearly a month of launching, the Executive Board of Vietnam Buddhist Shanghai in Biên Hòa City received more than 720 million Vietnam dong into vaccine fund against the COVID-19. There are 125 by 160 pagodas monastery contributing, in which many monasteries mobilize Buddhists to make very active contributions such as Phúc Lâm Pagoda, Phúc Viên Communal House, Wam Monastery, Long Vang Pagoda, Ngọc Đăng Temple. This is a practical activity demonstrating our nation's tradition of mutual love and affection and the sharing and responsibility of religion in contributing more resources to the whole country to join hands in the fight against the COVID-19. The Executive Board of the Vietnam Buddhist Shanghai and Biên Hòa City will transfer the entire amount to the functional units and will coordinate with agencies and units of Biên Hòa City to visit and give gifts to the quarantine checkpoint in the city. The British Council in Vietnam has just held an online event to summarize the Vietnam Cultural and Creative Space projects sponsored by the European Union (EU). After 3 years of implementation, the project has contributed to improving the capacity to develop the cultural and creative industry and promote the network of individuals and organizations operating in the field of culture, arts, and creativity in Vietnam. The project demonstrates the commitment of the EU, the British Council, and the Vietnam National Institute of Culture and Arts to support organizations working in the arts and culture sectors of Vietnam to further develop in art expression and creativity. By supporting a network of creative spaces across the country, the project has created sustainable operating space, providing opportunity for the public to participate in these activities. U.S. President Joe Biden on June 25th welcomed his Afghan counterpart, Ashraf Ghani, at the White House. The meeting revolved around security issues when the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan. At the meeting, President Biden called on Afghans to decide their own future as U.S. troops leave after 20 years of war, and Afghan government forces are working to repel Taliban insurgents. For his part, President Ghani made it clear that he respected the decision of his counterpart, Biden, and the partnership between Afghanistan and United States was entering a new phase. The United States is committed to completing the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan from May 1st to September 11 with the full coordination of its allies. The European Union (EU) on June 25th confirmed its decision to extend economic sanctions on Russia for another 6 months. On Twitter, European Council President Charles Michel wrote, "We have witnessed disturbing events on the border between Ukraine and Russia. That's why no member state objected to the decision to extend the sanctions for another 6 months. The formal procedure will be started as soon as the Council of Europe publishes the relevant regulation in the official Gazette of EU. The sanctions will then be officially extended until January 31st, 2022. Earlier, EU leaders also said that at a summit taking place in Brussels on Saturday on June 25th, the bloc discussed sanctions and conditions for dialogue with Russia. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.